Sonya here, bringing you a little more soul sense to expand your consciousness and your life. How is everybody doing? Blessed, I hope. Today's message is integrity. Yes, integrity. How important that is to step into that, live that, be that, give that, share that, and be all about that when you are saying things, speaking things into existence, asking for it, sharing that, and understanding and honoring that within yourself and in your life. Because when you don't follow through with the things that you promise to self, then you're basically sending out a signal into the universe saying that it just doesn't matter. What you're asking for, it doesn't matter. What you're creating, it doesn't matter. That it's not fully coming in and out and through your amazingness and what you're asking for. Remember, you are a co-creator with the universe on the reality that you are trying to create. So it's important to step into that and understand that in its fullness. We are always, always, always in a state of understanding what we want. And we're always asking, but we need to follow through. And stepping into integrity and understanding that that is a very big part of the process is so important. So important, no matter what that is. If you promise yourself you're going to eat healthy, if you're going to promise yourself you're going to work out more, if you promise that you're going to dive into your studies, if you promise you're going to be a better mother, father, cousin, whatever, partner, you know, that you're going to be a better student, a better creator, stepping into your amazingness of whatever it is that you're putting your heart into, it is very important that you understand that in your integrity is where that energy is held. And if you don't understand, then it's important to ask yourself, why are you asking for what you're asking? What about what you're asking for? How is that making you feel? What is that making you feel? Are you understanding why it is that you're asking for this? And being in integrity and understanding and putting yourself first, not someone else first, when you're asking for that is important. Because if you are not focusing on creating what it is you want for yourself, and you're giving more and trying to fix things all around you, you get caught up in that, and then there's no room for the self. And the self is very important because that's where it all starts. You cannot truly give of self without being whole. We give ourselves so much to others and we're fragmented. So many people are fragmented. They don't understand what it is to be whole. And that is a practice. It's like eating healthy, working out. It is a divine practice. And stepping into integrity and understanding what that means and living it and being it and breathing it and sharing that. How you do that, again, and it's always the same message. Understand what it is that you want. Even if you're in a state of beingness, of not knowing what exactly it is that you want, step into integrity with that. Understand that you might not be clear on something. Put it out into the universe to ask to be clear on something. When we don't know what we want, we have to ask how to attain, how to receive it is what we want. You have to ask either to receive. And once you ask, now you're allowing that space, that flow to come into a full circle to bring you the answers, to bring you the information that it is that you're creating or co-creating or asking for. And you have to allow the universe to flow through that. If you put stipulations on how something is supposed to happen, to follow through in your experience, and it doesn't go completely that way, and you step out of integrity, and now you're like, well, I didn't want it to happen that way, and it just didn't work out that way. Now you're cutting off that creative flow for the universe to come to you and work for you, work through you, for you, and put situations, people, places, and things to synchronize all that beautiful creation to manifest things for you that you're asking for. And that's what everybody does. I want this, but I want that. Well, that's not really going to happen. Yeah, I would love that, but it's not going to happen. If you don't believe that you are going to receive, then why would you receive? Why would God, the universe, that powerful essence within, why would soul cooperate with what you're asking for if you are consistently cutting off what you're asking for? Understand, this is by the law of attraction. Again, it's the universal laws. You guys have to be conscious of these so you can understand the creative process. That is mastering your divinity. And that's what I teach in all these videos. How to master your divinity step by step. All the foundation that it takes to become the best version of yourself. Holding integrity, being honest, loving, respectful, all those great things is so important to give to yourself, because if you don't, there's no way you're going to share them with anyone else. And that is just facts, okay? That's facts. And it's very easy to get lost in someone else's perspective, right? Opinion, or doing, or actions. Let me do this to fix this and do this because ultimately I don't want to really look at myself. I don't want to dig deep and figure out what it is in my energy, in my vibe, my vibration, my frequency that it is that I need to adjust. Most people that I meet are not ready for that. They don't want to look into the deeper aspects of themselves. They don't want to see what they would consider broken, or the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? But all of that is beautiful. It is divine. It is creation. It is a part of our experience, and it's all good. So even when you don't know, you really are in the place of knowing where you are meant to be. You have to trust the universe has you exactly where you're meant to be all the time, even if you feel lost. But by staying in your integrity and consistently wanting to shift into the reality that you want to create in your life, that's where the magic starts. That's where it starts, that's where it's created, and that's where you have to stay. I hope this message helps. Remember, guys, I'm only a click away to the next message. I love you guys. Make sure that you guys are checking all social media, because I always make Instagram live videos, and those obviously don't get posted here on Facebook. But there's always new messages. I'm always sharing my life, sharing my journey, so you guys can see that I live the life that I speak about. It's important that we raise the collective consciousness right now, because we are in a pinnacle time again, at a 26,000 cycle of where we are raising our consciousness. So no matter what you feel, the universe is bringing everything that we need to release and fix and mend and heal up to the surface, so we can streamline that, come into alignment, heal and release that, and become the best version of ourselves. I hope that message helps. I love you guys. Always here in service. I'll check you on the flip side.